I've been a tad worried about making this video. I feel if anybody from this community finds this video, then they'll hate on it in any way they can. But I feel that this stuff needs to be said. I've seen hardly anybody talk about this on YouTube. And to clarify, I am making this video after having long conversations with people who are part of this community. I'm of course talking about the Not My Doctor group. The Not My Doctor community became well known after Jodie was cast as the Doctor. Apparently the community existed beforehand, but I can't find any proof of that, so I'm just gonna have to take their word on that. They refuse to believe they're sexist, despite constantly shouting sexist opinions onto Twitter. For example, this lovely tweet: "You know, one day, women will make a TV show all on their own that men actually want to watch. Until that far-off day, we will just have to put up with them stealing men's ones. But what they steal, they also destroy. Yeah, those bloody women always taking over our shows. Ours. Male property." But I'm not sexist. Obviously not, no. The thing is, they are a hate group. But they refuse to acknowledge that. In fact, after I called their community a hate group, they said that I was part of a much larger hate group. I'm not even part of a group. My conversations with the group were weird. They constantly threw abusive words towards me. They assumed I was female because I was defending a female doctor. And at one point I was told that my opinions are irrelevant because I'm gay, which was another assumption. I'm not gay. Yet they continued to talk to me because I was the only person talking to them who wasn't throwing abusive words back. So they thought that they could convert me into their group. Their words, not mine. The reason I was talking to them in the first place was because there was very obviously more to it than just sexist people. I wanted to find out what that was, and boy did I find out. Eventually I was told that, and I'm quoting this, "Much of Series 11 is considered to be hateful to certain groups." After I asked them, the example they gave was the broken glass ceiling from the About Time promotion. I asked him how that was hateful towards a group of people. He ended up dodging the question. This, unsurprisingly, happens a lot. I went through so many conversations like this for hours, just trying to find the main problem. It couldn't just be sexism, because they point out so many different things in Series 11, just trying to find reasons to hate it. It's hate for the series itself, not just a female doctor. The conversations became more and more shocking until I found out the big problem, and I couldn't believe my eyes. First of all, they assumed I was trans for some reason. I never implied that at all, so that was odd. Then I got told that male was an excellent choice of gender. After asking him how Series 11 was, in his words, a disaster, he linked me a video from a YouTuber named Bowelstreak, who I'm unfortunately vaguely familiar with. He reviews films and TV when there's something to complain about, which I guess is what I do, but, I don't bring up sexist and or racist points. I've never seen a positive video from him ever. I have nothing nice to say about him. For example, the Series 11 episode Rosa Parks is about a real-life protest against race segregation on buses. Rosa was arrested for sitting and refusing to move from the white side of the bus. Bowelstreak saw this episode, and his takeaway was that Chris Chibnall hates white males, despite being a white male himself. This is what modern racism is. It's disguising your racism by saying that other races, or anyone in support of other races, are racist themselves. It's horrific and disgusting, and I will never sugarcoat it. I don't care how you disguise your racism, it still means you're racist. I told him that I will watch the video he linked, but before I do, I want to hear his opinion on why it's a disaster. I don't want to hear somebody paraphrasing a video, especially from somebody like Bowelstreak. This is when I figured out the big problem. Throughout all the conversations I had with multiple people from Not My Doctor, they all used similar language, similar insults. I mean, you've seen how many times they assume similar things about me, just for my opinions as well. And that's because they're not using their own words, because they've never seen Series 11. Let that sink in. They haven't stopped ranting about it since it came out. This is a community who harassed Jodie Whittaker because it was her birthday, and they have never watched the series in their life. All they've seen are Balstreck's videos. This is when it all made sense. Forming opinions only off somebody like Balstreck will very obviously give you this kind of reaction. It's why their opinions are nothing but repetitive, because they're paraphrasing Balstreck's videos. It's not their opinion. Oh, and just so you know, this is how it was phrased to me, okay? I haven't watched the whole series, though. I'm not allowed. I have a medical condition that means I have to avoid political correctness. It gets better. But you can be a part of the Not My Doctor team anytime if you denounce your faith in this bullshit. Thanks for the invite. This is where it confuses me. A female doctor is fine, but everything else is not. So everything, literally everything in Series 11 except Jodie Whittaker is fine. But you're the one who told me that gender politics don't belong in Doctor Who. You're the one who told me that breaking the glass ceiling was hateful. What the fuck are you on about? And even then, how do you know that? You've never seen it. You can't form an opinion like that. All you could do is repeat sentences you've heard before, and that's exactly what the Not My Doctor community are. It's a group of people who absolutely refuses to form an opinion themselves, so they found the person who disagrees with the series the most and latched onto that. They spam review sites with hateful reviews of the series, they vandalise Doctor Who merchandise with Jodie Whittaker on, and they still call themselves fans. And I'm sure there are people who aren't like this, and are in the Not My Doctor group, and I'm sure there's Not My Doctor people who disagree with that, but you're still a part of that name. If you don't want to be grouped in with those actions and opinions, then don't be a part of the group. It's simple. Do your own thing. Don't be part of the crowd, because that's exactly what Not My Doctor is. An angry crowd who's shouting opinions that nobody has ever taken seriously and nobody ever will. I want to end this by saying, if you enjoyed the video, please like it. I'm going to be spammed with hateful comments and dislikes once Not My Doctor finds this. So support, especially on this video, would be very kind of you. I'm obviously a very small channel which is only really starting out, so any subscriptions make my day. I'm in some active series on the B.I.G Games channel, so if you enjoy fun stuff, check that out. It's just very fun stuff. Fun. Thank you for watching to the end. It means honestly a lot. Bye. I asked how that was hateful towards a group of people. My hair is bloody Boris Johnsoning it at the moment. I asked him how that was hateful towards a group.